Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really diving deep into Rumi's The Masnavi, Book 1. We're looking at some source material here, trying to pull out the key passages, the symbols, the spiritual lessons. And the goal really is to connect all this wisdom directly to, well, to your life, to your own insights. We actually kick off with a very simple prayer Rumi points to, show us the straight path. It sort of sets the scene.
It really does. And what's fascinating is how right away Rumi pivots from that prayer to talk about giving. But he makes a clear distinction.
Ah, yes. Two kinds of giving.
Exactly. He doesn't just leave it general.
That's where it gets interesting. He writes, "The generous give coins to all those who ask, but offering up one's soul's the lover's task."
Big difference there.
Huge. So what is he really getting at? The difference between, giving some cash versus offering your soul?
Well, it seems Rumi is saying true generosity isn't just about your possessions,
Mm.
what you have. It's about who you are.
A shift from material to spiritual giving.
Precisely. It's framed as a transformation, a kind of surrender, not just charity.
Okay, and then he throws this curveball, this paradox. The idea that giving actually leads to receiving more, especially soul-wise. Give bread for God's sake, more will come to you. Give up your soul, receive a soul that's new.
Yeah, that part can sound pretty counterintuitive on the surface. Give up your soul.
Right. How does that work? Give away the essence of you to get a new essence.
I think the idea is that by letting go of the limited self, the ego maybe, you create space
Space for.
for something larger, a more expansive, maybe a more divine sense of self, transformation through that act of surrender.
He uses some great images to sort of cushion this idea, maybe, like the tree losing its leaves.
Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh.
When leaves fall off the tree, then God will give the leafless tree what it should need to live.
It goes on. Your being generous won't leave you without. God's grace won't leave you ruined. Never doubt.
It's a reassurance. It emphasizes divine grace.
Yeah.
That giving, especially giving of the self, doesn't lead to depletion.
So you won't be left empty.
No, quite the opposite. It suggests you'll be provided for, sustained, maybe even more abundantly. It's about trust.
And he doubles down with the barn metaphor.
Right. Sowing the seeds versus keeping them locked up.
Your barn is emptied when you sow what's there, but soon your field sprouts goodness everywhere.
And the contrast.
What you save in your barn is capital. Gets eaten up by mice, it's temporal.
Temporal, fleeting.
Exactly. It's a direct call to look beyond the temporary, the material things that, well, don't last.
He says it so directly. This world is not, look for the lasting whole, your body's void. Try searching in your soul.
Not meaning, nothing in comparison or fleeting.
Yeah.
It's a strong nudge for you, the listener, to shift your focus inward towards the spiritual, the eternal, what truly holds value.
So boiling it down, what's the big challenge here for us? Rumi says, bring your bitter soul now to the sword. A soul just like the sea is the reward. The sword. That sounds intense.
It does sound intense, yeah. But maybe think of it less like violence and more like purification, refinement, like cutting away the bad parts.
Perhaps. Cutting away the bitterness, the ego, the limitations, that bitter soul. It's a difficult process, no doubt, facing yourself like that.
But the reward, a soul like the sea.
Vast, boundless, limitless. That's the promise. An expansive inner self, free from those old constraints. It's about achieving a kind of immense personal freedom.
Wow, okay. And it seems Rumi knew this would raise questions because he hints there's more to come, right?
Yes, he mentions a story, a narration, about a caliph known for extraordinary generosity. Someone who's supposedly surpassed even Hatem Tai.
So more examples, more guidance on how to actually do this.
Seems likely. So I think the core takeaway from this part of Rumi, this deep dive, is really profound.
Yeah.
It's that real generosity, the kind that truly transforms, isn't just about your stuff. It's about releasing yourself, letting go of that temporary, maybe smaller version of you.
To gain something bigger.
Exactly. To find that boundless eternal soul he talks about, the sea within.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? What stands out most to you from all that? For me, it's that idea that real gain, true abundance, comes from that ultimate act of surrender.
Letting go to receive.
We hope this exploration of Rumi's wisdom has sparked something for you, maybe some surprising insights or moments of clarity.
It's deep stuff.
Definitely. Thanks so much for joining us and being part of our deep dive family.